Ladies and gentlemen, it is a crazy world that we live in. Like, subscribe, comment for this video because this is a little bit different. Lil Nas X has absolutely crashed out. He has been arrested due to a overdose and a bunch of uh, terrible decisions made while under the influence. So let's get into it. Let's see what's going on. Arrested in Los Angeles. Oh my God, bro's naked. He's got underwear on. Lil Nas X was arrested in Los Angeles after a bizarre street incident on Ventura Boulevard. Jesus. So, I think this is one of those situations where I mean, it's hard to say like what state of mind somebody like this is in when they I mean, it could be something as simple as the fact that he got into the drug game a little bit and it's kind of taken over his life, and this is how he ended up, right? But we have seen Hollywood bleed into him from his start in the music industry to the point that we last saw him before this. Um, and he's always had kind of like this like trolly like side of him, right? So it's not like that side of him isn't there. But I have seen some people trying to say that this is him. Oh, he's just trolling. He's just trying to get people to talk about him, this and that and the other. I really don't think it is that. I do think it's probably a drug induced like bad decisions that he's making here. And this is not the only artist, by the way, who has kind of let Hollywood bleed into them. Um, this is another one. Shabuzi. Shabuzi is another one. uh, who is kind of starting to let Hollywood kind of bleed into his life a bit, right? Um, because like I mean, look at this. Look, going from this. Hold on, let me move me. Going from this to how do you let this happen? How do you let them do this to you? Who thought that was a good idea? What the fuck is that? So this is the point where it's like if you're gonna be person who gets into this echelon of life, right? The last thing that you want to do is give in to Hollywood aesthetic and demand and become part of that culture because it will destroy your life. It will. So obviously, there's a lot of that has bled into this situation with Lil Nas X, but it's just it's sad. It's sad. And this is the crazy part, right? Because he obviously cares about his health to some degree because he is in good shape. It's not like he's out of shape. So it's kind of weird to see somebody in it. And it also goes to show like how susceptible like even people who through tenuous exercise maintain a healthy body but still have their vices that tend to take over their life, whether it's gambling, whether it's alcohol, weed, whatever kind of drug it might be. I mean, even drugs that doctors prescribe to you can do the same thing. It's a very fine line, and it takes a certain amount of mental ability to be able to do those things and know when you're at your limit and stop yourself. He was later hospitalized amid concerns of a possible overdose, with no comment. So I guess I'm like more curious, like what did they figure out? Like what? I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to watch the videos. I got some more videos and stuff that we'll look at here. Um, I'm curious what it is that they found that he was under the influence of that made him get to these decisions. Prepares to release his highly anticipated new album, Dream Boy. Yeah, I heard the album was coming. I don't know too much about it, but yeah, the Express Tribe, and the video has no likes on it. This is 15 hours ago. Kind of crazy, but I mean they're just covering fucking basic anything that you can get anywhere. So let's see.
Hey,
Obviously, content warning. This is going to be probably for mature audiences. I don't know. I don't know how bad this is. So we're gonna find out.
what don't up? Be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. No, go ahead, babe. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Go ahead, babe. No, 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 no. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that. Da, 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 da. Hey, for everybody coming to the party. La, la, la. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you. And you better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes. Ha, 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 pow. Yes. Ha, yes. Get my good side. Ha, ha, ha. Every side. Ha. Yes. Ha. Boom, cat, tow. Ha. Ha. Pow. Ooh. Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Bow. Bang. Bow. Woo. Bow.
What the fuck am I looking at, bro? Bro's out here actually just getting it. He's actually just getting it, bro. Whatever he's on, he is feeling himself. Damn.
Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, want you give it to me, baby? That's gonna be a beautiful sunrise. Give me that phone so I can throw it. I want to throw it far away so you never see it again. I don't like phones. Don't miss the party tonight. Why are you still here?
Why? why is he? Why is he rolling the Kendrick, bro?
You need to be telling everybody about the party, girl. What's your
Somebody
problem?
got to do it.
Break it down, break it down, break it down.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Wow. Suspected overdose after being found walking through the streets of LA at 4 a.m. wearing only underwear. Well, underwear and cowboy boots. My God. Heartbroken with the latest news that Lil Nas X, we shouldn't speculate or talk about things we don't know. We should just respect and wish him well. Now, fuck that. I feel like it's perfectly fine to speculate and talk about these things because this shit is going to be seen by the entire world. If you didn't want to be talked about in the context of overdose and a type of judgmental sentiment, then you should have never got involved in that world. You should have never fucking let it take over your life. You should have never been walking down the street in your fucking drawers and cowboy boots, man. What are we gonna do? Don't give a damn how you feel about Little Nas X. Montero Hill is human, uh, just like all the other celebrities who have been through things. Well, duh. But you think I'm gonna? I'm not gonna give anybody sympathy. Like you bought into the lifestyle. These are your decisions. You're an adult. These are your decisions, and you chose the wrong path every time. There was probably 100 plus, 1,000 plus decisions that led up to this point. That led up from this to this to this. Not a me problem. Y'all bullied Lil Nas X for months, and now he got in some serious trouble. I see everyone be like, pray for Lil Nas X. I never said anything about Lil Nas X. Never even cared about Lil Nas X. I do believe he's got some good songs though. I'll give him that. You know, I do appreciate the music. I can separate the art from the artist. Um, Lil Nas X has been arrested for battery. Is that true? Battery on a police officer? There's no way. From CNN? Is this true? CNN Entertainment. Sure, fucking, I guess. Lil Nas X arrested on suspicion of battery. So it's a suspicion of battery, not okay. Yes, this is why perfect example right now of why you have to go look up things yourself because this person just absolutely outed him as somebody who battered a fucking police officer with no context that it was alleged or under suspicion. So, got to look these things up. How it started, how it's going. Yep. Yep. It's pretty crazy how much life can catch up to you, man. It is absolutely insane. Shares a new selfie. Yeah. Yep. Figures. Figures. It looks like all these videos are the same here. Yeah, I think it's literally I think it's just a case of somebody who let the lifestyle get to them and that's just the way things are. This is something completely different. Uh you see, and this is another thing I was seeing was like people are thinking it's a PR thing and whatnot. Um and it very much could be. Um because I don't know. I don't know anything about the guy really, aside from the fact that he's got a few good songs. Lil Nas X went silent on social media for months, randomly dropped a bunch of full length unreleased songs on his Insta, and then was arrested the same night. He is not well, and I feel like people on his team are not supporting him at all. See, here's the thing people always want to look at the people around him, and to a degree, those people are. They should be advising him against these decisions. And maybe they are. Nobody really knows. But at the end of the day, they're his decisions. This is Lil Nas X making these decisions. Nobody else. He's a grown adult. Okay. So if he wants to ruin his life, he's going to ruin his life. You're not going to stop him. You're not going to tell him no. You're not going to tell him, this is maybe you should do something different. Maybe you should dial it back a bit. Maybe you should. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. What else do we got? That Lil Nas X video is really heartbreaking. There's nothing funny about it. You all cry on Amy Winehouse's and Kurt Cobain's death anniversaries, but treat active addicts like garbage. Your beloved. What the fuck are you talking about? Amy Winehouse was an active addict until death. She made several songs about the fact that she wasn't gonna go to rehab. That was like one of her biggest fucking songs. She was an addict until she passed. And I don't know about Kurt Cobain. I don't know anything about Kurt Cobain. So I got nothing to say there. But I know for sure Amy Winehouse, that was like one of the biggest things about her life. And it was national news. Everybody knew about it. I don't know what the fuck 27 Club. I don't know what that is. Seeing Lil Nas X trend for an obvious mental breakdown and religious individuals saying it's God's punishment. I pray for the day that we get rid of religious psychosis. Eh, I think religion is just as important um as the blowback to religion. There will always be a yin and yang type of thing, but I feel like religion is more of a net positive than it is a net negative, and it can be a very positive driving force when it comes to Jesus Christ, putting the cone of shame on literally. That's insane. Actually insane. Yeah, it's just it was never it was never going to work out in his favor. This shit was crazy, by the way. This fucking video, nuts. Nuts. Was this Lil Nas X entire life is a humiliation ritual? Sending in this month's humiliation ritual to the label so my songs can start selling again? What?
Backpack, 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 backpack. Dabba dibba 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 dabba dibba doo. Everything that you might need, I got it right for you. Backpack, backpack.
What the fuck? What the fuck is going on? What is this? Lil Nas X shirtless beating heat hours before naked nightmare. Okay. Um, Azalea Banks trolls Lil Nas X after he was arrested and hospitalized. At least my Jesus. Nah, that's just what a weird behavior to have on the internet. It's I don't know. It's kind of crazy. This fucking video is insane, by the way. Jesus. Jesus. How the hell did this video even make it onto the internet without being shut down on every platform? That's insane. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, there's nothing new about this. That's fucking nuts, man. Obviously, I hope the best for the guy. Hope he can get his life figured out. Wow, that's actually crazy. The celebrity world, man, it's a different sphere. It's a different sphere of life. But that's going to be it for this video. Like, subscribe, comment, and we will cover more stuff like this. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this video. Later.